Hi everyone, my name is Margarita from MaM Massage Spa. Today we are going to talk about the knots. Have you ever had time that you feel like your neck and shoulder is sore and then also that you feel the pain? Sometimes those sorenesses cause you have a headache or cause you feel like you have a limited range of motion. This is what we're going to discover today. So I actually have a 3D printing model here. Let me take out the glass and show you guys how that looks like about the knots. Let me take this one off. Dun, 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 dun. Glass off. Okay. So actually we have a 3D printing model right here. Let me take the wood out. So this is the 3D printing model of the knots. You can see it's very irregular. If you take out the skin off, and then when we, as a massage therapist, we only can describe things that how I feel by the hands, right? So most of the time when I do the massage, I feel like there's a lot of clients coming in, they have a lot of green beans or bubble rubbers, or they have very tight band in their muscles. I was thinking, how can I present it, let people understand how that looks like, right? So we have a 3D printing model right here. As you can see, there's a lot of like bumps around the muscles, and then some of them is bigger, some of them are smaller. However, this is how it looks like. And then this will be healthy muscles, right? The healthy muscles doesn't have any knots. It's very smooth, and then they can easily like reflecting or contracting back, right? So it's more easy, more elastic. So that's the normal one. And then when you have irregular one that you feel like there is so much knots right there, and then you will give you less range of motion, and then it will cause you pain. That's what it's about. So now let me get this one back, and let's come into talking about knots. And actually I have things that I prepared for you guys. When we're talking about the muscle cell is basically you have a bunch of kind of like rubber bands, right? Bunch of the rubber bands bonding it together into it's about Halloween, so I was like, oh, how can I put this together? Okay, so basically you have like white cell, like the sheets, you're rubbling all of the tight bands, and then you put it into the sheets, and the sheets will rubbling attached to the bone. So then you have the range of motion like me, right? I have my shoulders, my arms, and everything. So I have a very good range of motion. The reason I want to show you this white cell will be more like fascia. So that's the white thing, the white sheets rubbing on the muscle cells would be the fascia. Most of the time, the knots are between the origin point that where that's the fascia attached to, the fascia which also make it to the tendons, right? So a lot of time is when you have a knots, most of the time when you find out is more like an attachment, because when you just think about it, when you have like attachment, when the hair is tightening up, right? So with the rubber band, when you take it off, most of the time when they breaks is from the close to the attach point of the hair. So it's the same thing that like the muscle itself is like white cell attached to the bone, like the tendon attached to the bone. When you breaks or when you have small tears, is mostly is on the attachment. The reason is very important to understanding how is knots created and how you can taking care of them before it becomes a bigger problem is because that the description of the knots is hyper irritated the muscle cells that can the fiber is hyper irritated, and they not as a normal friction. Just think about the muscles, and it should be kind of like break in and pull out. They can come in and out, coming in and out is kind of be more normal function, right? Whenever it is hyper erected, so then the muscle come in, they're not coming straight, but they are having a knot creating over there. Because of that, it's causing the pain, because when you're moving, the muscle moves, they have frictions, right? The muscle gliding with each other, and the tendons and the bone, you all gliding each other. Whenever you have like irritation like this, it causes the pain. So what you can do is massage really helps to mitigate the knots. And then when you are home, if a massage is not available, what you can do, you can using the foam roller help you to kind of like smoothing that area. The reason we need to taking care of the knots early on rather than later is just think about it. When you have a rubber band, you're constantly pulling them. You're coming back, pulling them, coming back. Whenever you're pulling back like this for a long period of time, then what's gonna happen is you will have, see, it's broke. It's very easy to snap, right? So the best way to do is when you find the knots, you're working them out, and it will help you like release the fatigue in the muscles. You could be stronger whenever you're working out or anything like that. It will be better. So when the blood flow coming through, when the knots around that area, that's all our nerve system is in the muscles as well, because they have give us the motion, right? So whenever that you have a knots in the muscle cells, then you will have like numbness. Sometimes you have numbness, tingling, you have pain. That's one way that you can irritate the nerve, right? But the other things might be have like structure issues, or you have anything that compress the nerve cause the pain. But today, that's not what we're gonna talking about. We're mainly focus on the knots. So it is very important to taking care of it. So I hope this explanation, kind of like analogies, will help. But as I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm only a massage therapist. If you wanting to get in more in depth about the knots, definitely checking with your doctors and understanding a little bit more. And if you need a massage to taking care of your knots, MaM Massage Spa is a destination for you. And we're looking forward to seeing you here. Thank you.